Okay, so I am here showing you on my screen. This is Office Excel 365. Believe me, most of the features what you have is still, if you are using 2013, 2016, 19, it's the same. It doesn't have. What I find, I used to use the 2013, but even in Office 365, basically they just pop out more. And they have some extra features, but for this beginning series, right now we don't need that. So don't worry about that, okay? So let's get started. So let me give you the tour of the Excel first. Okay, so this is once you open the software, you'll have like this kind of a tool. So you come here, you'll have just press on the blank workbook. So once you press the blank workbook, you will get like this kind of a screen. Okay, now what we have so many different kind of tabs here, right? So for example, home, insert, if you want to do any like a pivot table, this is more advanced, I'll use that. Charts are here, these are the easy to use. Formulas, tons of formulas here, so I'll also go with you after at least 1 or 2 lectures. I'll go on the formulas, use it. Data, if you want to import the data from file, web, large amount of data, stocks, do some kind of a filterings and all, right? So a lot of features are here. Okay, so these are the different groupings under the main categories, right? So these ones, these icons, these are called the ribbons, right? This is all the ribbons. So these ribbons under the home tab, it's grouped by like a clipboard, right? So this is a clipboard ribbon, this is a font ribbon, this is a assignment ribbon, number ribbon, and these are the styles, right? And now you're thinking, oh, why we only have only limited choice? Because in the ribbon we have only limited amount of area to see, right? So if you want, for example, if we have some fonts, if you click this arrow pointing out, right, click the mouse button and you will see there is so many more options are there. And believe me, this is not tough. I'll try to make as much as fun as possible, right? But I will only start from there which you need upmost and leave you at the stage where you can excel yourself, right? But one thing you have to promise, just keep liking the video and sharing as much as possible is okay. Okay, so these are on the top part. And what is this? Now you will ask me, okay, now I'll cover. So this is the quick links here. So for example, there is a save button, right? If you want to save something, you click here. This is undo button, right? If you do any mistake, just click that, it will be gone. Then redo, if you want to bring that mistake back, if you think that's not a mistake. And you can also add here, this is a pivot, but if you can click here, you can add more items here. For example, if I want to open a new sheet, I just check this marks and you see I get a new document here, right? If I click here right now, you notice I have a sheet 1. If I click here again, you see I get the new sheet. You see the totally new sheet. Okay, and if you want to don't need it, just take it out, check it. So it's that simple. Okay, so one more important thing, if you find that okay, you cannot be able to see properly and all, there is a click zoom icon, right? So I have already increased to 180%. If I reduce it, then you can see there are more cells are coming. Okay, so this is, now I have covered the, let me zoom it more so it's easy for you to see. So right now I have covered the very high level view. Okay, this is what the things are, right? If I'm going too fast, or do you think you already know, you can always make it on the YouTube bottom slower or make it faster, right? You have that option on the right. But I suggest keep listening, so you never know what you might miss. Okay, now we start. Okay, how this sheet is structured. Okay, you can see here this is A, B, C, D, E, right? And then it goes quite a lot. It doesn't stop here, right? In alphabetical orders. And then it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's 19, and this is the number order, right? So if I'm clicking on this cell, And then how I know which cell I am belongs to, right? So one easy way is this one, right? D4. So basically I'm at D, right? Column D and row 4. So these are the columns, things this way. These are the pillars or columns, and horizontally is the rows. So these are the rows. If you click on the left, right, it selects the whole row. Okay, so that's what it happening. So let's get some hands dirty. And I always believe until you do something, if you do, you learn. If you listen and don't practice, you forget. So that's what we have learned in our school. So let's get started. So for example, let's say I have this, let's create something. Okay, so I'll create a number. Just write something, right? We'll do a number, and then we'll do a name. Oops. Then we know a name. Okay, so let's get, so we have the number. Let's do some, maybe let's do some grocery list, right? So groceries items. And the quantity, right? Or let's do the employees and their salary. I think is easy to do, okay, because I don't want to do very tough. So that one, the grocery list, you can do later on. Okay, so let's do some quick. So we have this. So as you notice, I have created this here, right? There's a number, employees can be what? Employees can be, you can say name, right? And then once you start, click on the cell and start typing, you can, it automatically get filled, right? So we type here number 1, right? Enter. We write the names, right? So write Pramod Kumar. Okay, okay. Then how much salary? Let's give a high salary, right? Let's give something. Okay, so I gave a salary of 100K per annum to myself. And let's do somebody else. Let's do, we have John. Okay, let's give him a salary let's give him 80K salary. Okay, 80K salary. It doesn't hurt, right? Once you're writing, you don't have to really pay. So number 3, let's say we have somebody called Vikram, and his salary, let's say, is 35K. So let's fill 2 more, and we have somebody, Kate, and her salary is 60K, right? So we have these people, right? So you can see we have filled this. Now let me show you something. We have somebody here, right? Let's say we have some information here for somebody. Let's say we have here for Mansha. Okay, so we have Mansha, maybe some existing records here, right, which we want to refer for other, right, just for fun, right? And for Mansha, I have like salary of, let's say, 50,000, right? So I want to use this information, right? So how this is work? So if I want to copy this information from here to here, right, I can do that. One way is just do Control C, right? And then come here, click the mouse here, and then do Control V, correct? So this is one way. But this way is, this is very fundamental, right? If you know Word, Office, it's very easy. But I don't want, right? What other way, right? In Excel, as you can notice, I click the mouse, and then I don't release the mouse, I select the mouse. So this is called selecting of a range. I am selecting the range, right? Click the mouse and drag it. If I click here, if I go over this border, right, you see, just notice the mouse change, right? The mouse change. So here, if the mouse change, and if I just do the left click and then try to drag it and here and leave my mouse, you see, it's moved the data, right? So it's moved the data. right? So I have this 5 here. Similarly, if I want to select, if you say, okay, Pramod, but if you want to move, if I want to move this whole table, if I want to move the whole column, right? So let's say I have this, and similarly we can do that, right? If I have to move somewhere else, I say no, I don't want Mansha to be here, right? Let's remove Mansha. So do the same things. Select the mouse, click here, and just move the mouse to select the whole. So click it here, click the mouse again, and don't leave the mouse, and just move the mouse and it gets selected, and then unclick the mouse, and then go up just on top of this green line. So the mouse icon change. Just notice, right? This is changed. Once it's changed, click the mouse again, and then just try to move wherever you want to move. You see it comes here. Okay. And then if you want to delete it again, if you want to delete, left click it, drag the mouse, leave the mouse so you have more cells available, and then delete it. Just practice it. It's not that hard, right? So what I have shown you, you have moved the data, right? Very easily. Now, one more thing, right? So now you have shown how to move the data and copy the data in Excel. This is congratulations. The very first thing you have learned. That's very important. And moving of the data is required. Okay, I don't want it, rather than delete, copy, just move it. It's so easy. What next? If I want to, let's say if I want to insert a row, right? Oh, instead of a John who's taking, I have another employee, for example, right, whose salary is maybe 90K, right? And I want to be inserted here. How should I do? If I want to insert here. So what happened? You select here, click on this number 3, right? Click on this number 3, right? Then the whole row is selected. Or you can again select like this, doesn't matter, right? So if you select this one, and just how you move the mouse, you click the mouse, move it without, and unclick the mouse. Now you have 3 cells selected, right? Come here to the right, as you can see, and there is an insert, right? It says insert cells. Okay, click this one, and now it's asking where you want to insert. Do you want to insert, move this cell down, whichever you have selected, or you have to move it to the right, or you have insert the entire row. So what I need to do, I need to just move it down, right? Okay, you see I move it down and it get inserted here. Now I can easily go there, number 2, and then I'll say okay, let's say somebody name is King, let's say King K, I don't know, I just make it some name, and then that person has 90K thousand salary, right, in dollars, right? So this is how we have learned how to insert the data, right? So we'll fix it. So number 3, I put it. So okay, so now you have seen. Okay, let's continue. So rather than, now my numbering is messed up, right? Now so Excel also has automation insert, right? So certain things are pre-built in Excel. For example, number, the date of the month, right? And the days of the month, so week. These are all pre-built. So if you fill little bit, it will insert it all. So for example, what you need to do, you just need to put a 2. Okay, so let me show it to you. So now we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, but we want 1 to 5, correct? So these are the common problems. Honestly, you will find that, and if you know this, your life will be very easy. So I select the mouse here, click it here. This cell is get selected, A2. Then I select these 2 cells. It's simple. I have already shown you multiple times. So what this time I have to do, I don't have to click it here. Rather than I have to click it here. You see, this is a plus icon here. If I put my mouse just on that one, see how mouse is changing. it is a bold white plus. If I click on this, if I hold the mouse on this green button, my mouse changed to black plus. If I click it here and without leaving my mouse, if I drag it, you see on the right there is a number 3, number 4 and number 5, and then just unclick the mouse. Ta-da! And now we have already filled. So what we have seen the autofill features in Excel, right? So this is the autofill features. Let me show you some of the other autofill. So let's say I have January, right? JAN, right? Let me FEB, right? I'll just give 2 and I want to fill for all the months. So again, I select these 2 and then if I want to autofill, I'll go to the here, right? Click it and just drag it, right? You see, and then unclick it. It automatically get filled, right? And if you want to see put the numbers next, 1, 2, again, I will select the both. And even if you double click it, let me show you the magic, right? Once you have this left side data there, right? And rather than clicking and dragging and afraid, just double click on this plus. You see, Excel automatically take this as a maximum range on the left side and fill it up, right? So this is also powerful. So you don't have to be very cautiously going per row. So you can go automatically. So this is the power of Excel. Similarly, you can try something other from your side. So if I want to try Monday, right? Tuesday, again, select these both 2 and then double click. And you see it automatically take the left. And what will happen here? So it's take Monday to Sunday and then it's restart again from Monday to Friday and then it stop. Why? Because this is the limit it takes from the left side. Okay, so far we have learned so many things in Apple. Congratulations, you have learned what are the different the layout of Excel, zoom in, zoom out, how to enter the data into the Excel, right? How to move to data into the Excel, how to use autofill. We have learned how many different kind of the mouse icon, like autofill or move the drag, right? And selecting inserting the data. We have seen how delete the data. Similarly, if you want to delete it, if I want to delete it, how I delete it? I don't have to go delete one by one, right? I can click it, drag it, and select all. So this is selecting all this data. So I can click the delete button, or I can click it here, right? Click, right? Clear all. It will also clear my data. But if I want to bring it back, you can do undo, right? If I want to move it, redo, right? So these are the things we have. So I think we have done very good job in our video, and in next video I will cover more, right? But don't forget to subscribe to the channel to which keeps me motivating, and I'll this way, with more practical way, I'll show you how to enrich your knowledge. So keep subscribing, share with your friends, and thanks for choosing this video and selecting this. Bye for now, and see you soon in next video.